Running away to Gretna Green wasn't just reserved for the English. It had become a tradition itself, and many Scottish couples decided to elope there too. Alfred and Kathleen were both born in Scotland, and like many couples before them, they ran away to Gretna to get married. The ceremony was held at the Toll Bar, just a stone's throw from the English border, in the presence of a local shoemaker.
You bring them into the little room in the front of the toll house, and he would go through the question, are you of marriageable age? Yes. Are you free to marry? Yes. You are now married. You give them that little piece of paper and send them on their way. Two words, Gretna Green, have become part of the English language, really, and to do with this idea of love and romance and a happy marriage and live happily ever after.
But Alfred and Kathleen's marriage didn't have a fairy tale ending. After 3 years, the couple wanted it annulled, on the basis that neither of them believed it was a proper marriage, but instead, the ceremony was intended to be a show of their commitment to each other. It caused quite a stir in the press, and the article also stated that the couple had never lived together as man and wife, even though their daughter Vera was born 2 years before the annulment.
Really what we're looking at is two people who were in love, who went to Gretna Green, got married, parents opposed it, and it all went horribly wrong in the end. But what is very interesting is that there's no mention of Vera.
Vera was the only child born from this marriage, so the team had to widen the search for heirs.
At that point, obviously, we need to see if there are any other near-kin relatives. I think the first point of call really was to establish what happened to the parents. During the research, we discovered that Kathleen remarried to a Mr. Feldwick, Charles Feldwick, and that's obviously where Vera got the name from.
Vera's mother Kathleen married Charles Feldwick in 1933 in Brighton. In 1947, when Vera was 16, she changed her name by deed poll to Feldwick.
Vera had several surnames that she was using. Vera Williams, which was her mother's maiden name, Vera Cock, her father's name, Vera Feldwick, which was her stepfather's surname, and Vera Shelley, her stage name.
But would Gareth be able to crack the case with not one, but 4 surnames? If Vera had any half-siblings from her mother's marriage to Charles, they'd be entitled to a share of her estate.
Unfortunately, from a research point of view, Charles and Kathleen had no issue. So that meant we then had to start looking at other possibilities.
With no near kin on her mother's side, they looked to the father's family. Gareth was making progress on the case, but would one vital piece of information have huge consequences for the team?